أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
The situation in Gaza is really deteriorating and really terrible. Gaza is a huge prison, literally. It's the world's largest open-air prison. There is no life in Gaza. There is no real life in Gaza. 95% of Gaza's water is unsafe for drinking. We live with up to 18 or 20 hours in other days of power outages. People here are suffering because also the borders are closed. The Egyptian border is the only gate for people in Gaza to cross. Egyptian authorities open Rafah border once every a few months only for humanitarian cases and only for a limited number of people. Many patients die while waiting to cross to get medical treatment outside Gaza because Palestinian hospitals in Gaza don't have the facilities to treat life-threatening diseases. The majority of houses that got destroyed in 2014 are still waiting to be rebuilt. People are still living in temporary homes, in animal shelters, in UNRWA schools. 95 or 99% of youth in Gaza are wishing to leave Gaza for good and never come back. And even the United Nations that have said that Gaza will be uninhabitable in 2020, 3 years from now. You can imagine. I am tired of being treated like a terrorist wherever I go, at airports in other countries. They look at me as a terrorist. Whenever I say that I am Palestinian, especially from Gaza, they classify all people from Gaza as Hamas. We are tired of losing everything. We are tired of wars. We are tired of losing our homes, our children. The education system is terrible here. The health system is much worse. Working for peace is not working against my country or against my people. It's in the contrary. I need to make a difference in my community. I need to spread awareness about peace and about coexistence.
And each time this happened, we'd have an alert, 15 seconds to run into a safe area. And I'm telling you, 15 seconds isn't long. I can tell you so many stories. I don't want to take too much of your time, of walking along the street and hearing an alert, and my son with his 3 children looking for shelter, and his son saying to him, "Dad, let's go in the bushes because that's where it's safe." And that's where they were, waiting for the things to pass, to calm over.
Si l'any passat va ser Sarajevo, avui ha estat la Franja de Gaza. El Xavi Manso i la Louise Brown han fet avui corrents als 60 quilòmetres de perímetre de la Franja de Gaza a Israel. Un mosso d'esquadra i una mestra d'anglès corren junts per una causa, la pau entre israelians i palestins, i ara podem parlar amb ells. Xavi i Lluís, avui heu fet 60 quilòmetres que té la Franja de Gaza. Què ha passat durant aquestes 7 hores que ha durat aquest repte?
Moltes coses. Ja el dia ha començat malament perquè ja la matinada aquí a prop d'on s'allotgem, a escassos 10 quilòmetres de la Franja, hem sentit un intercanvi de trets de matinada i això ha fet que no puguem dormir amb la tranquil·litat que volíem. Preguntant aquí amb la zona, diuen que això és molt normal per aquí, que no ens preocupessin, que tot estava controlat.
Això és el pitjor, que tot sigui normal.
Sí. A les 6:30 hem arribat a Eretz Gate, que és la porta d'entrada a Gaza. D'entrada en teoria, perquè no pot entrar ni sortir ningú. I allà ens esperava l'alcalde de la zona i diversos representants de Women Watch Peace. Ha estat molt maco, ens han fet un comiat i unes paraules d'agraïment molt macos, però ja durant aquestes paraules, també a escassos metres, hem començat a sentir detonacions. Abans de començar ens diuen "Welcome to Gaza" i s'ha acabat el tema, comencem a córrer.
Welcome back to the Daily Dose. Tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn, a group of runners will run more than 37 miles around the perimeter of the Gaza Strip. They want to raise awareness to the women wage peace movement and also use sports running as a tool for trying and integrating communities in the Middle East. This group of athletes are called the Superant Foscors. Here's more.
Women do not come to the peace process out of weakness or out of oppression. They come out of understanding. In conflict management, women, for example, in the family, they bring things together. They have the empathy. They have the ability to manage the relationships between the family members out of empathy and care. Women express feelings, and when everybody put their feelings on the table, then conflicts can be solved. Women bring life, and I don't know any woman who would want these lives to be that somebody will take it. Making peace is a natural process for women to stop violence and retain life. There's something about the inclusiveness. There's something about the new discourse, the new language, a language that is inclusive, a language that somebody that her ideology is maybe politically from the right, and somebody that politically from the left, and somebody who is religious, and somebody who is secular, and somebody who is Arab or Jewish. A language that is we find a kind of discourse that everybody can feel welcome into, and everybody can find themselves in it. It's not easy. It demands enormous amount of flexibility and stretching of the mind and of our, keep checking our core values to see that we are not giving up our core values, but we are actually just open our mind to new ways to look at things, and to be willing to really listen to each other, not just come and speak with other people and know already what the outcome that we want, but actually come and say, we want to speak, we don't know where it will come, but we want to hear you, and that's what women do, because it's a person to person, it's a woman to woman. Now I know that we say women wage peace. I mean, there are 20% we have are also men, but there is something about the feminine approach of win-win, of the willingness to suspend my hardcore ideology in order to actually listen to the other person, that is not that common. And I think this is the strength of this movement.
I would like to take this time to congratulate the women of Women Wage Peace. I want to thank you for standing up for peace alongside your Palestinian sisters. I want to thank you and to let you know that in the world that we live in, peace is possible only when women of integrity and faith stand up for the future of their children. Congratulations. It is my hope that you will continue to battle for peace in a constructive way, and I look forward to the day that I will come and join you. Thank you for the children of Israel. Thank you for the children of Palestine. Thank you. Peace.
Mi hijo estuvo en la guerra de Gaza en 2014 y yo por primera vez sentí una desesperación y un miedo, y me sentí tan mal y tan deprimida y tan sola, que yo me prometí que si mi hijo va a salir bien de la guerra y voy a tener también la fuerza, no estoy dispuesta más a olvidar, de decir que no pasó nada, porque hay una tendencia como si continuar la vida. Pero yo dije, ese sufrimiento yo quiero transformarlo en algo proactivo. Quiero ser parte y tomar responsabilidad de la vida de mi hijo. Y por suerte, y yo pensé, voy a hacer una huelga de hambre, voy a salir sola por mí desnuda a la calle y no sé lo que voy a hacer, pero me sentía como desesperada. Y de repente vi que miles de mujeres sentían lo mismo. Entonces nos juntamos, empezamos este movimiento por la paz. Y ahora somos 14,000 tenemos decenas y decenas de miles de personas que están con nosotros y estamos haciendo una revolución de amor.
You know, I am very active many years with the different peace programs. I've been 10 years, 15 years running programs that meet Israeli and Palestinian together. So when I heard about women with peace, I said it's like I'm doing a lot of program with Arab and Jewish women through outdoor hiking, climbing. Okay. So I said it's a great idea. I think the women have the energy and the power to make a change.
It started with a small group of women, and I think all of us remember more or less the first meeting, because we were really few. I think when we were planning the march, I remember there were like 5 or 6 women. It's a grassroots movement because it's growing from nothing. The first event was the event that we announced the movement, and we arranged that women would get on the train in various stations in Israel, starting at the very north in Rosh Hashanah or in Nahariya, which is the northmost point of Israel, and join the train along the way, going all the way to the south. So we had like an initial 1,000 women that came out of nowhere and joined this train. Small groups of people, 10 people, 20 people in so many places. And people are hearing about it. I think it was Lily that said, we're going to invite Leima Boy to come to Israel and she will march with us. And she promised, if you do this march, I will come and march with you.
La gente nos decía, ¿dónde están las mujeres palestinas? ¿Dónde está el otro movimiento de mujeres palestinas? Y nosotras dijimos, hicimos algo que nosotras queremos para el gobierno. Empezamos a ser proactivas, empezamos a buscar a las mujeres y las encontramos. Y son mujeres extraordinarias que también dicen que ya basta. Llegó el momento de cambiar la realidad. Ellas también son madres, son mujeres que dicen, llegó el momento de hablar. Y hay muchísimas mujeres palestinas que están con nosotros, 1000 de ellas estuvieron con nosotros en la marcha, y por eso realmente 30.000 mujeres que marcharon con nosotros es como equivalente a 1 millón de mujeres que marchan en Estados Unidos.
Now we get to the March of Hope. It was a 2 weeks event that started also at the north and going all the way down to the south, to Jerusalem, to the Prime Minister's house. 2 women that started the march, an Arabic woman and an Israeli woman. So people joined in various places. 5,000 people marching there. 1,000 Palestinians that came from the Palestinian territory in buses, and that was like, if people are coming to say to us, you don't have a partner, we say, we do have a partner, here is the partner, you can see all these partners, all these women marching with us.
Sentimos era un momento como de iluminación, cuando no creíamos, o sea, ese era nuestro sueño, y la gente nos decía, ¿qué? Van a venir 10 mujeres palestinas, va a ser bárbaro. De repente, cuando habían 1000, viniendo de todos lugares, de Jenin, y viniendo de todos lados, y realmente la sensación era como estábamos en un sueño, y la sensación de que los corazones estaban tan abiertos, había tanta amor, y nos sentíamos que éramos una. Entonces en ese momento era como, sabíamos que lo vamos a hacer juntas, que we can do it.
בעלי נלחם בעזה, והוא חושב שאין תקווה, שאין סיכוי שיהיה שלום. הוא חושב שמה שאני עושה בעצם מחליש את המנהיגות ומחליש את המדינה. המקום שרוצה שלום, הרבה בישראל חושבים ששלום הוא ויתור. אבל אני חושבת שמהמקום הכי קשה אפשר ליצור את התקווה.
We want to push the government to find the solution, but don't we don't say it was the solution.
As women wage peace, that's the only thing we work for. We want the conflict with the Palestinians to end. That's all. And that makes it simpler. Because if we start to, we want to this and we want this and we want that and we want this, then you can't have a mass movement.
You know, our work, it's not just Israeli-Palestinian. Also, we need to do in Israel a lot of working to make a change of thinking, and also inside of Palestine, like just the Palestinians by themselves to do this change. So.
Part of what we are trying to do is we're trying to develop a new language. Because, for example, we don't say occupation, we don't say stop the occupation. Why? Because when we say occupation, some people feel that there is no occupation. This is the land that was given us by God. I talk with Palestinians sometimes. They say, I'm not interested in two-state solution. I'm interested in one-state solution. All of this is my country. I don't want to be stuck there. Jaffa is my country. Akko is my country. So there are many perspectives on what it means. So this is why instead of saying stop the occupation, we say this conflict has to end. And we are very determined to end it by the end of 2018. We are very determined. You have no idea, this group of women, we're crazy.
From the north to the south, from the west to the east, hear the prayer of the mothers. Bring them peace, bring them peace. From the north to the south, from the west to the east, justice is alive on the land. Bring the lands, bring the
Hace falta personas que construyan más y destruyan menos, que prometan menos y resuelvan más, que esperen recibir menos y dar más, que digan mejor ahora que mañana.
Avui s'obriran totes les portes, tots els camins en un instant, nu a la nit al teu davant. Avui trobaràs un mar en calma, tots els records dels oblidats, nu a la nit al teu davant. Obriu les portes, obriu fronteres, open the borders. Sota la nit, obriu les portes. Pararem el temps, hem vingut de lluny, del ventre de l'Orient, dels camins perduts. Pararem el temps, canviarem el rumb, un crit del vent rebel, benvinguts, salam aleikum.